Morning, church. It is time for another Tuesday update. I'm on what seems to be the magical red couch, where I've been doing updates from the last couple weeks. I thought it was especially important to do an update this morning. So just to be clear, it is Tuesday. It is about 9 o'clock in the morning. And I share it kind of tongue in cheek to say this is an update for Tuesday morning. Because as you all know, on Sunday evening, there were some orders that came out about a number of adaptations that are being asked of churches, businesses, schools, and a number of different organizations in light of the recent surge in COVID cases. And so I've gotten a number of emails and text messages between Sunday and Monday, and then again this morning. And so we just wanted to do just a brief update and overview to let you all know as a church where we're at in light of recent orders around COVID. But before I get into the nuts and bolts, just a couple pieces. I wanted to tell you the values that I hold really near and dear as we're making these choices. One of the first ones is to say that we have a value of humility, to say that we know what we know, but we don't know it all. That we may make a decision today that we look back on in a few days and say we would have preferred to do it differently or even change course. That at no point in this do we believe we're the smartest people in the room or we have all the answers. We're doing our best to look to smart people of best practices, as well as looking at our church, our community, and our context to say, what do we think is best in light of our people and our community? And because of that, we're trying our best to be flexible with all of our programs, Sunday mornings, everything we're doing to say, we're going to try to balance health and safety and best practices as we be flexible. And so the last piece is we're trying to balance the value of connection and the importance of connecting to one another as a church community, but also safety. That we need to be able to do both of them to the best of our ability, not one at the expense of the other into either extreme. And so on to the updates. So Sunday morning in Kids on the Rock, there are no changes to how we are gathering right now. We will continue to have 2 services on Sunday morning. Kids on the Rock will meet at the second service. This decision was made in conversation with the staff here at Rockford Christian School, as well as the Grand Rapids Christian School District, as well as talking to River Rock staff, as well as some of our board members. Our belief is that we are using the utmost of safety protocols right now to keep one another safe and continue worshiping together, that there's something really impactful about being able to gather and worship together in a season that has so much disruption in so many other places. And so our encouragement to you as you look at the numbers and the order is if you believe that the best choice and fit for your family is to worship from home, absolutely. In light of that, we brought in a technician last week to get a bid on updating and improving both the quality and the equipment that we use for our live stream, because we really want to make sure that our live stream is as best as possible in this season where we know that more people than ever are going to be worshiping from home and connecting with us through things like YouTube. So continue to watch as we hope that that continues to improve the next couple weeks. Update on middle school. Middle school group will continue to meet in person as scheduled. Parents look for an email from John coming out with just what the next couple weeks are going to look like. One of the things we're going to be doing is trying to adapt where and how the youth group meets in light of the current numbers and in light of the order. So the middle school youth group is going to be shifting to meeting primarily either in the gym here at the school or having some outdoor gatherings during the next couple weeks, as we want to just honor the order that's come out and the changes in numbers, but also say we think it's really positive for our kids to gather and to see one another. The trickier one for us was high school, because the high schools are currently not meeting. Their extracurriculars have been canceled. And so we went back and forth quite a bit on this. And where we landed is that the high school group is going to continue meeting in person for the next couple weeks. Our thought was right now, so much of their lives have been disrupted and frankly canceled. And that our students are going to look for places and opportunities to connect. And we would prefer to provide a constructive and a safe place for them to connect with one another and to learn about God in this couple week span where so much of the rest of their life is not happening as it is usually. Similar to the middle and high school youth group, our high schoolers are going to be looking to move outdoors and into the gym space to provide additional spacing and safety measures. Again, parents look for an email from John coming out in the next day or two with all the details of kind of the plan of attack for the next couple weeks. So church, if you have questions about any of this or concerns or things you want clarified, feel free to send me an email or give me a phone call. I'd love to connect with you and pray with you. Know that we are praying for all of you during this challenging season. We're excited still to look ahead at Thanksgiving and Advent and what this season means about having hope in the midst of challenging circumstances. This week, Sunday, we made a change of plans. We're going to be having a different scripture and different message than as scheduled because I really want to speak into the moment that we find ourselves of what does it look like to live life in this moment that is so different than perhaps any of us could have ever anticipated. So I look forward to worshiping with you on Sunday morning, whether you choose to come here in person or to worship with us online together. So again, friends, we'll be praying for you in this season, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Have a wonderful week and stay safe.